I laughed when my wife asked for a divorce. She ruined her relationship with the guy she left me for. Sarah came home on a Friday afternoon and asked me to meet her in the living room. The kids were at her mother's house for the weekend, and she'd arranged it specifically for this. She told me about Tyler, 26 years old, personal trainer at her gym, who apparently sees her as a woman, not just a provider. She had everything planned. She'd already looked at apartments near her office. She wanted to do this maturely, she said. Separate bedrooms for a month, then file so we could co-parent effectively. I remember staring at her and just laughing. Not a mean laugh, just pure disbelief at how delusional she was being. She got angry immediately, asked me what was so funny about our marriage ending, said she expected me to at least try to fix things. I told her I'd need 3 weeks to get my finances in order and talk to a lawyer. She looked satisfied, even said she appreciated me not making this difficult. What Sarah didn't know was that Tyler had messaged me a month earlier. He'd found me through her Facebook and sent me a long apologetic message. Said he didn't realize we were still married, that Sarah had told him we were separated and sleeping in different rooms, that I was controlling with money, that I'd stopped making an effort years ago and she was lonely. He seemed genuinely confused and sent me screenshots of their texts, dozens of messages where she complained about me, said I'd gotten boring, that I didn't have ambition anymore, that we were intimate maybe twice a year. The problem was Tyler had seen my Facebook. He'd seen our family vacation photos from 2 months ago, the beach trip where Sarah posted about renewing our vows at sunset, the pictures of us dancing together, her caption calling me her rock and protector, my post calling her my everything. He'd also seen the photos from 3 weeks before he contacted me, our anniversary dinner, Sarah leaning into me, both of us looking happy. Tyler asked me straight up, why would she lie about everything if you guys were this happy? I told him the truth. Sarah does this every couple years like clockwork, gets restless with stability, starts something with someone younger who gives her attention, talks about leaving to make me compete for her, then stays when she realizes what she'd be giving up. This was the third time. First was with a guy from her book club when our son was a baby. Second was 4 years ago with someone she met at a conference. Both times she came back crying within a month. Tyler thanked me and said he needed time to think. He ended things with her that same night. The next day, Sarah was off. She kept checking her phone obsessively, barely spoke during breakfast, and looked like she'd been crying. I knew Tyler had broken up with her, but I played dumb. For the next 3 weeks, she slowly unraveled, stopped mentioning apartments, started cooking my favorite meal, even suggested we watch movies together like we used to. 2 days ago, she came home from the gym early and found me in the garage. She was crying harder than I'd ever seen. She sat down next to me and said she'd made a horrible mistake, that she got scared of getting older and did something stupid. She said Tyler wasn't the person she thought he was, that he'd manipulated her and made her question everything, that he was immature and wasted her time. She begged me to forget it all, said we could renew our vows for real this time, go to therapy, whatever I wanted. She took my hand and said 14 years and 2 kids was too much to throw away over one moment of weakness. I stood up and walked to my toolbox. She looked confused. I pulled out an envelope from the bottom drawer and handed it to her. She stared at it. I told her to open it. Divorce papers already filed. Custody arrangement already submitted. My lawyer had emailed them to her work account that morning. Her face went completely white. She said this wasn't what she wanted, that she'd changed her mind, that I was supposed to fight for us. I reminded her she wanted to do this maturely, separate first. Remember? This is mature. She started crying harder, then said I was being vindictive, that I'd manipulated her by acting fine about everything, that any man who loved his wife would have stopped her. I told her any wife who loved her husband wouldn't have asked for a divorce in the first place. She's staying at her mother's house. The kids know, because I told them the truth. Tyler blocked her on everything. And me? I'm taking the kids on that fishing trip I've been promising them. Subscribe if you think she's